Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Michael Grass. This is the Grassroots 304 podcast, episode number 50. And tonight, my special guests are the guys from Pet Bandana. This is their second time performing here at the shop, and it's their first time on the podcast. So, guys, welcome to the show.
Dude, yeah, man. Thanks for letting us sit down to this. We're super pumped. We're excited to be back here. We love it, man. We're all ready.
I'm glad to have you guys back here. It's been, like 2.5 months, something like that?
Yeah, we were like into January. So now that it's, end of March, it's been like 2 full months, man.
Right. Time goes by quickly, doesn't it?
No kidding.
And you guys opened up for the Reese Brothers that night, right?
We did, yeah, dude. Good dudes out of Florida, man. They were so good. They're killer. They're so super talented. Shout out to Reese Brothers, man. They're awesome.
Yeah, they were. Killer is like an understatement, I thought, because it's two guys, and then the one brother, Charlie, that's on the drums. Yeah. He not only plays the drums, but he also plays the keyboard at the same time.
And sings.
Yeah, and sings, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to speak for both. I saw it in person with my own two eyes, and I still 2 months later trying to figure out how his brain works so he can do that.
Yeah.
I cannot figure it out to save my life.
I was at Salem once. Once Salem told me that about the drummers doing all that, I was like, all right, I just want to let you guys know that I'm never gonna step out of that show. I'm not. I'm just sticking solely to drums. I'm not gonna play the keyboard somehow. I was truly just surprised on how he did it.
Yeah, it's sometimes you meet people that are really smart and makes you feel kind of dumb around them. Well, that was my instance meeting them and seeing that happen. I was like, man, I feel kind of dumb now. It's like I can't even play the drums by themselves, let alone drums and keys at the same time. Yeah.
Drum, keys, and singing. That's
I can't even play the guitar right, a little bit, but that's talent and that's dedication right there too, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Sorry, it's like I'm talking about this band and you guys, we're supposed to be talking about your all's band.
That's right. That's fine. Yeah, we can get to those later. That's fine.
We do this. We talk about other bands more than we talk about ourselves. To be fair, you
gotta talk about something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they were cool. Hopefully, not that our interview went bad, but my audio was bad on that because the audio settings were wrong. So, yeah, that was a very solid interview that I haven't been able to edit because mine is completely. It's not even there. It's it doesn't pick up this at all. So, it sucks. It's happened sometimes. That's how it goes, right? Yeah, show business, baby. Yeah, all right, guys. So why don't you go ahead and pass around the microphone? Tell me who you are. I know who you are already, but tell the people watching who you are and what you play in the band.
Yeah, dude, we're Pet Bandana. My name's Salem. I play guitar and I sing in the band. I'm the lead singer, I guess you'd say. We got Kyle hopping in a little bit more often with some harmonies, but
maybe a bit.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I'm playing guitar and I'm singing. That's what I'm holding down.
I'm Kyle. I play bass and do some backup singing.
I'm Alex, and I just I play the drums, only the drums. That's it.
Straight drums on me.
That's what I'm gonna give to you.
If we let him do anything else, it'd be too much power.
Yeah,
it'd be too much power.
It's really a mom and dad dynamic between them two and me.
Yeah,
he's our boy.
That's my guy.
How's that work out? Who's the mother? Who's the father?
He's definitely the mother. He's definitely the dad. In the situation, Kyle's really gonna be like, "Come on, just give him a chance.
Let him do a backflip. He's been practicing. Let him do it."
And then Salem's just gonna be like, "No."
Salem's he's gonna break his neck. No.
I've known Alex for a long time, and I trust Alex with an incredible amount. And there are simply occasions. I love that stage out there. I love playing here. It's so much fun. The only downside is, in fact, that there simply isn't the space for a backflip. And so when we were here last time, he's like, I want to try the backflip again. And I'm like, I know you can land it. I've seen you do it 100 times. I know you got it.
Yeah.
Not with this amount of space. Let's dial it back. You can do something else. Take your shirt off. Find yourself. But let's not. My goal is to not have anybody fall off the stage. Generally, that's a successful show.
Right. I think if you told the people in the audience step back a little bit, you'd have plenty enough room to do backflip off that stage and land it. Yeah.
Do you think you could land one from the stage down to the ground?
Probably.
All right, then maybe we see one tonight. Then.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
Don't break a leg.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But
break a leg.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah.
So tell me about the band. How long you guys been playing? Been playing together in the band, and I know Kyle just started together, so it was the two of you before. What started it? Were you guys?
Yeah, dude. It was like I said. Alex and I kind of grew up together. We grew up in the same kind of neighborhood, and it was really when I went to college down in Memphis, and when I would I'd come home for winter break or summer break or whatever, and Alex would hit me up, and he'd just be like, hey man, like I know you're in town, like let's just get together and like jam a little bit, like, and it was kind of that for like a while, and it was just kind of for kicks, like just something to do while we're both in the same town and stuff. And when I graduated, I moved back, and I was just kind of playing like some solo stuff, about town in Huntington, and it's really on Alex, to be honest, because he was the one who like basically came and was just like, I want to do this, like let's do this, like I trust you to find it, but like let's go out and do something, and we did, and so we've kind of been playing together like as the two of us at least for
4 years.
Yeah, for a hot minute now, just from very casually into like kind of dipping our toes into getting out and about, and so we're playing together all really like the first, I think, like good like year of shows was like last year probably, you'd say. Is that fair?
Yeah, it took us a little bit to get our feet into the water, but as soon as like we started doing like the opening mics down at the Loud, and as soon as like we did that a couple times, and just that exposure got us to meet a couple more people, and then just the shows would start rolling in one by one.
Yeah, and so it kind of went from there, and we were floating in and out. We had a bass player for a little bit, and then parted on good terms. We left the dude, but he got a job teaching at college, so like but we were lucky enough. I've known Kyle for a little while now, and I kick myself when I think about it, looking back, that I was like, it took me so long to be like, oh my god, Kyle could come play but literally as recently as in December, like I was like, Kyle, do you want to come? Do you want to be in our band? Not to be silly, but like, would you come play bass? And correct me if I'm wrong, we were fortunate enough that you were basically like, fuck yeah, like I'm absolutely, like I missed this, like, and we did our first show, the three of us, in January.
Here.
It was actually here, yeah. It was
here.
It was our first show. Yeah, now that I'm thinking, our first show, the three of us, was here in January, and so we're now 3 months in basically to this incarnation of it, and it's been awesome. Like I'm having a blast. I don't want to speak for anybody, but
yeah, and I said yes, but I was like, I'm just gonna go like see them because like I don't know.
Yeah.
I probably won't like end up joining them. I was like, I'll be polite, like yeah, fine. It'll probably sure, I'll join you. And then I went and saw them. I was like, holy shit, they're really fucking good. Like I was blown away, and I was like, as soon as I saw them, I was like, oh, absolutely, I would join this fucking band, because they just were like so talented and had all this energy. And I was just like, I had played in bands for years ago, and was just like, you know what, I want to get back into this. But yeah, seeing them like seal the deal, I was like, oh, sign me up. This rules.
Yes, I remember you were telling me you'd played in bands before, and that you kind of stepped away. Maybe life happens, and you get back into it. What kind of bands did you play in back in the day? How old are you?
38.
38. Okay, you're not too much older than me,
40.
but you've got a decade on these guys, right?
Yeah, and some change.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's some wisdom for you too.
Yeah.
We're coming. No,
Yeah.
I will gladly. It's nice, honestly, because like I was coming back home from school and like going to school for music in theory, and so like I felt like I had to like have a lot of these answers that like, fun fact, it's just school, like there's still a lot of figuring shit out to do, and so it's nice, I'll admit, to be like, hey man, Kyle been there, done. Like it's nice to be able to defer to somebody on like certain things that like it's just like the only answer for is to be like, been there, done that.
To do it, yeah. But yeah, it's been nice. We practice out of my house. I have like a studio set up there, and we it's been really fucking fun.
Okay. So did you play? Well, first I was gonna say like, what kind of bands did you play in beforehand? But what kind of genre sound is this band?
I have trouble answering that because
that's
like a 3-piece rock.
It's honestly that's the question I get the most, and it's always I have the most trouble trying to answer overall.
Somebody asked me that the other day, and they were like, if you had to pick a band that you sound like, who would it be? And I just was like, actually, I don't listen to music. I just walk away. Yeah, I was like, But yeah, it's it's kind of like alternative rock, a little bit country, a little bit.
Yeah,
I don't know, what would you say?
I would
You write this song, like songwriter.
It's tough, and I never want to sound so cliche to be like defies classification, because it doesn't defy, but like I never want to sound cliche. But like as like Kyle said, like as the writer of these songs, like for me, like a lot of like the written influence and things like that comes from like some of that kind of like roots based. There's a lot of like folk influence. There's a lot of like that kind of like Appalachian and like kind of like sort of like there's that rock influence.
Yeah,
But
like
like
a
I
kind
think
of rockabilly.
yeah, but when
thing
you get
going,
like
yeah.
I think the difference is like when you come in sonically, like as far as just like hearing it, like there's only 3 of us, but we try our best to make a hell of a lot of noise out there.
It almost reminds me like of the Who,
Yeah.
like that kind of just big production, loud rock thing.
Yeah, we're trying our best to, when we come out, we're trying our best to be loud. We're trying to bring a hell of a lot of energy. So I guess that's the difference. Like I said,
awesome.
my songwriting is rooted in that folk thing, but like when I come out, like I want to rock. Like I want to feel like I can kick something over, as silly as it sounds.
It's a good time.
Yeah, no. I literally will like. I literally always try to, every time we finish a set, I always tease Salem. I was like, man, good thing these drums like aren't mine, or I'd physically just want to break a cover, push the cymbals down.
Right, it's so rock and roll, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Break all your shit
If
afterwards.
Alex was a guitar player, we'd be on like guitar number 4 at this point. He'd be smashing them after every show.
I mean, I gotta leave the people something. Just, what? You heard that dude? He broke his guitar.
He really fucking
The
did.
backflip wasn't
really
the
fucking
backflip wasn't enough for him, you know. He's like, I need something else.
And you gotta give it your all up on stage. You know, people are really looking forward to shows sometimes, and you break a guitar, they'll be like, "Damn, these guys are badass."
Yeah.
You step it up one notch, be like Ozzy, like bite a head off a bat.
Yeah.
And that'll really get them talking. That guy really.
I'd be
beat
less
him.
upset about you biting the head off the bat than breaking one of our guitars.
I
Like,
was
where
saying,
it's a bad.
yeah,
it's
if
fine.
it comes down to it, if it's my guitar or a bat,
We're keeping the Paul Reed Smith.
Yeah, we're keeping the PRS. Yeah, you might have to find a bat, dude.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, like,
Well,
You heard it here first. You heard it here first.
Go out there and do the thing.
if a bat coincidentally shows up at one of our shows, I'll do it.
All right, let's leave the
All
door
right,
open. We'll see what happens.
Hey guys, tell me about the name Pet Bandana. What's that stem from?
So it actually, whenever we first started getting together, it was him and his girlfriend, and we were in a big group chat, and we were just like, what do we want to do? What do we want to name ourselves? And the first thing that she said was extra big boy Pet Bandana.
Yeah, so it just hop. It actually, yeah, that suggestion, and I'll let Alex finish the rest of it. But that suggestion stems literally from. It was like a 4-way FaceTime call that I had with my girlfriend and one of my best friends and his girlfriend, and we basically were just like, kind of just shooting the shit and basically being like, who can come up with the fake band that's gonna make everybody cackle on FaceTime. And that was one of the things, like extra big boy Pet Bandana. And we laughed, and then Michael, my buddy, was just like, hear me out though, like you hear me out, might be something.
Yeah, and it definitely was. But then we like noticed shortly that we're like, oh man, that's just like a lot of words to say.
It's a lot of words.
So then we cut it down to just like, we acronymed it. We went like by EPEP, and like the first couple
That's any
shows.
easier, right?
Yeah. Like if that's any easier, then people come up to us at their show and like, what was it? It was
What is that?
Beb. They just like say a bunch of mumble gibberish and like,
Yeah, it made sense to us, but that's because we were the only people generally that would show up and know what it was. So we had to
Like
figure
an
that out.
inside joke almost.
Almost, yeah. It was bordering on. If we had left it any bit longer, then it might have been that. Yeah, I think so.
yeah. And then after like the couple open mics, we were just like, all right, what if we just do Pet Bandana? Because like extra big boy, those are all adjectives. You can't really do anything with those 3 words.
Right.
And then there's kept the 2 nouns. That's what I thought. That's how I think of it, honestly.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Now we're gonna start a cover band called Extra Big Boy.
It started covering
covers.
extra big.
Just extra big
That's
boy.
gonna be the first name of our album. It's gonna be Extra Big Boy.
I think y'all
Pet
should do
Bandana.
it, but you all should wear ski masks over your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have no idea. They're just
Come on.
like, dude, we
Yeah.
should
I'm
start
not
this
sure.
band. They're called Extra Big Boy. It reminds me a little bit of
Yeah.
Pet Bandana if you see. Yeah. I don't know what that's about, but
It's like the Blue Man Group, but instead of painting your face, it's ski masks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could play a show and then rob someone right after, stick someone right after.
You
I
know,
want to
not
clarify we are
condoning.
not condoning the act of robbery.
Yeah.
Of
Right.
course,
Some crimes, but
100%.
not
This
that one.
is a bit. A lot of, well,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say a lot.
well, I think Pet Bandana is a great name, and it sticks out, and it's easy for people to remember too. It's not something super complicated, and 2 familiar words: Pet Bandana.
Plus, it lets me wear this, and I mean, I wear them all the time, like every day.
Yeah.
So, like, but I come out in one of these, and they're like, oh, it's Pet Band. It's like, oh, that's part of the thing. Well, no, I wear these to work. I wear these to school when I'm
Yeah.
teaching. So, like, yeah, no.
It reminds me of like Bret Michaels,
The snake.
So-
Oh, no. I'm thinking Axl Rose.
You are.
Same thing, right?
Yeah, I was
Bret
just
Michaels.
Six of one, half a dozen, you know?
thought maybe like as he got older that he ended up going bald underneath there, and he just continued to wear
Just
it
kept
so
doing
people
it.
didn't know. Yeah, right. You pull it off and it's just smooth. It's like mine, just as smooth as it's not smooth today, as smooth as can be, and you peel that layer off the top. Yeah, it looks great on you. Keep it up.
I
Along with
try.
the braids too. I dig. If I could grow hair and have braids, I'd do it.
I try. They're in these most of the time now anyways. It's
Yeah.
just, it's partial style, partial convenience at this point. It's nice.
Yeah, you should keep that look. Like that's you.
The-
Yeah.
That's the thing, is like I struggle. It's just like because they're getting long right now. It's just like I should probably get it trimmed up. But then I'm like, what if the braids aren't the same? And then I get freaked out. I'm like, no, we'll leave it a little longer. We'll leave it in a month. We'll see.
If you guys wanted to be like a reggae band, you could just dread it out.
100%.
Jam bands,
I'll
just not
cornrow
limited
my
to
hair.
Reggae. Yeah.
I'll just say if we ever
Bring
end
it
up
back.
that direction, it's going to be Alex's fault. Because I swear, like every other week, it's what was the song you came like really hard with for like? I swear to God, it was like 3 or 4 weeks. It was a Bob Marley song that you were like, we have to come play this song.
Is This Love by Bob Marley.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
a
yeah.
fucking bang.
Dude, it is an absolute. It's a great song.
It's one of the handful. Well, yeah, I feel like it's one of the Bob Marley songs that like starts off in a minor key.
Yeah,
A lot of them are, and it has like that.
I know, a great song,
Yeah.
but
I think we kill it personally, Abby.
Yeah.
I just don't like I just like halfway through if we're just like, hey, we're gonna bust it down reggae style. Like, is it gonna fly? Like, how? We'll see. I mean, we might. Yeah, maybe we try it and we see how it goes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's all. That's like an ultimate jam. You break into another kind of style halfway within a song, and then bring it back into something else.
We'll do that sometimes. We'll always try to make like something different in a song, whether it be like a breakdown or sorts.
Yeah, we like I said, I've written a lot of songs. We try our best to play a bunch of root, but there's some songs that like we can't help but do a little cover of. And I know that it was funny because when Kyle joined up, there was one of the songs that was like pretty set into the playlist that we played a lot of, and even I think Alex too. Like he had just heard it because like I had just started kind of playing around on some chords, and it was one of those where after we had gotten through it, like I both like independently gone back and like listened to it and was like, that. No, that's not. Is that the song that we play? I'm like, yeah, no, that's
All the songs we cover.
Or like that, I
Same.
swear to God.
Like, I don't want to like put anybody on blast, but there are a couple that aren't this, but like a good number of them. I'm like, yeah, we're doing better. Just saying. Partial because I heard it first from like these guys, and that's fine. And then heard the original, was like, I kind of like our version.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I don't like.
Same.
This retweet.
Guys, I've got like a bunch more questions I'd love to ask you, but we're starting to run low on time here.
Yeah.
So
Damn.
yeah, real quick, you got a show coming up tomorrow at the West Edge Factory in Huntington. Tell me about that show.
That we do.
Yeah, dude. It was actually, fun fact, not to bring it back around to here again, but we met the gentleman who helps out and I think might be in charge of their booking. We met him because he came up to the shop the last time we were here in January to come to the show. And so we met, I got to meet him afterwards, and he basically was just like, listen, like, this is what I do down at the West Edge. Like, I had a great time tonight. Like, we'd love to get you out as soon as we can.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, sounds great, man. And he gave me his number, and I was like, like, we'll see what happens. And I was like, this or that. Like, we'll see if he actually shoots us. And honest to goodness, by that Monday after the show, like, he shot me a message and was like, we got a date set. We're super excited. Like, I'm still finishing, getting some things in line and some other people we're waiting to hear from. But, like, we know we want you guys there. We're super pumped. And they've been awesome, like, in this whole thing, like, leading up to, like, they're super new. Like, the West Edge is, they've been, it's been open for a little bit. They've been doing, like, art installations and different things like that. But
Coalfield Development.
yeah, Coalfield
Shout out
Development.
Development.
Shout out Coalfield. They own that building. I actually spent a summer working there, putting in flooring and drywall and stuff. So I helped restore the warehouse a little bit. But they're very, very new. And
so I was gonna say it's like Huntington's premier upcoming music venue, I suppose, right?
Yeah, and
Like a space.
Yeah,
Space.
it's
Performance space, art space, yeah.
super big. And just like the things that like we've heard from them and getting to talk, like they seem like they're really doing well. They're doing like good things. They're doing everything right. And we're super pumped to be there tomorrow. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I think there's some
Bunch
awesome
of bands. Like,
awesome bands. Sneezy's gonna be there. Kind Thieves, who I will admit, like personally, like I'm gonna have to like kind of like
Keep you from fanboying.
well, they're just like they're just so damned good, and like I'm gonna have to like really struggle tomorrow to be like, are you guys gonna play this? Are you guys gonna play this song? Are you guys gonna play that? So I'm gonna have to reel it in a little bit, but we're super excited about tomorrow. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's a great show. They've been really promoting that for the last couple of months now, and of course our buddy Space Freak from here in Charleston. It's one of their first big shows as well. So
Yeah. Shout out Space Freak. There's not too many people like around this that I haven't been able to go see like live either because we're playing with them or just because like I'm out and about on the weekend. So, but I haven't gotten to see them live yet. So I'm super excited about just getting to see everybody tomorrow. I think it's gonna be a blast. I think it's gonna be a ton of fucking fun.
It'll be like a little reunion too, Of course, those that you haven't met, it's going to be a good time to be able to network, and some of these new bands potentially be able to get on the road with them in the future as well. So
100%.
yeah,
That's my favorite part. Just the after part, just talking to everyone.
right.
mixing it up.
Getting to chill, getting to know people, pick their brains a little bit.
Dude, yeah, absolutely. And like a lot of the things that we've been able, I think, to do around like the West Virginia area is because like we do, like if we're there for an evening somewhere, like we do, like we want to meet everybody. We want to talk about what they got going on, and like we want to, like even if we're not coming along for like we want to put back into that, like like our merch table tonight is because we were out playing a show with our buddy Jim Pollock. Shout out Jim. And we just like in casually passing mentioned like we probably need to get some merch together, and he was gracious enough to be like, dude, listen, like this is how I do my stuff, this is where I like talk to this guy. So like what we love the kind of community around music that's happening right now in West Virginia. It's really awesome to
The
see.
guy who makes the shirts, what's his name?
His name's Tony. Shout out Tony from Groovy Garments. If you're watching and you need merch, you're looking to make T-shirts, anything like that, Tony is the guy. The stuff is top notch. I will shout, dude. I will shout him out to the end of times, man. Tony's our guy,
Let's go, Tony.
Hey, I might have to get his information from you guys.
dude.
I need some
Absolutely,
stuff.
he's fantastic. He's a super nice guy. We messaged him just this week. We were like, hey, dude, like the shirt sold like way faster than they thought they were going to. They sold like crazy. Like we know it's short notice. Is there any way like we could get some for like these shows coming up this weekend? And he was just like, let me see what I could do, and had them done in 2 days. Like he's awesome.
Yeah.
We thanks Tony.
They look phenomenal. They're like so good.
That's awesome. Well, like I said, I'd love to talk to you guys more, but we are like right on it now. Why don't you go ahead and shout your socials where people can find your music at?
Yeah, dude. If you'd like to follow along, follow the journey, etc., etc., you can go to Instagram at Pet Bandana the Band, or find us under the same name on Facebook. Music coming out, I'll shout it out here now for the first time. We're finishing recording a single. It's going to be Wild Wildflower. We're playing it here tonight if you're here. But we're finishing that single now, and as soon as we're done with that, we're going to put it out, and the work on the EP that's getting released this summer is gonna be hitting hard. So we're catch us soon.
We're in the lab cooking up. That's all you guys need to know.
In the lab. But yeah, find us Pet Bandana _ the band on Instagram is the best place to find all of that.
Okay. Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, all that stuff.
Forthcoming.
As soon as that single drops, you'll be able to find it on every platform we got.
But it will probably be under Pet Bandana.
Likely.
Likely, more than likely.
More than likely.
Yeah. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Of
Thanks
course,
for
it
having
was
us.
Yeah.
awesome.
Did
Yeah,
you?
it was a good time. So yeah, I wish I could start this like 10 minutes earlier.
Oh, good.
I know.
Yeah, thank you.
That's okay, man.
Note,
And,
notes for next time.
Of course, yeah, we'll have plenty of things to talk about next time.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, thank you all for watching. Appreciate it. If you could go like and subscribe and make sure to give this a thumb up. Check out Pet Bandana and go check out the shop, 1233 Ohio Avenue here in Dunbar, West Virginia, bringing great live music to the area. And of course, Grassroots on Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble. Just search for the name Grassroots 3 Podcast. And I'm out of breath. Yeah, give the like.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks,
you all
man.
for watching. Thank you guys. Appreciate
Thank
it.
Cheers, y'all.
Yeah.
Later.
See you. Peace.